Right, so here I am with Paul in front, and I'll be doing a little interview with him in a second. Seems a nice chap. So he's got a 2021 model Honda NC750X, and I'm just going to ask him some questions about it, about his buying experience, what made him buy it, what made him buy it. I always say that. Why he bought it, should I say. And find out some bike history from him. It's got a lovely set of panniers on the back there, which are the proper Honda ones. So if he's okay with me asking it, I might find out how much they are. And yeah, so next time I see you, I'll be up at the forest. Gotta be done. Right, so this is Paul, guys. He's got the manual NC750X, which you've had for how long, Paul?
3 weeks.
3 weeks, yeah. Now, how are you getting on with it? It's nice to see a manual NC as opposed to a DCT for a change.
Yeah, clutch is very smooth on it. It's very good. Say I have a little bit of probably judder when it's cold, steep driveway, pulls away a little bit. But apart from that, it's really smooth. It's really good.
Yeah. How do you get on with the torque curve on it? Because it is quite a low torquey engine. Do you have to go up through the gears quite quick?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I had a 1200 before this one, and that would just pull it in a gear. You didn't have to worry about changing gears. But with this one, yeah, definitely, you've got to, going through the gears quite quick. Be aware what gear you're in all the time, and you've been in the right gear. Yeah. But yeah, it's really good though.
Right. And what's your biking history then? How did you end up with the NC?
Well, I had
go right back to the beginning.
Right at the beginning. I was 16, and where I worked there was no buses, so I had mum and dad bought me a Suzuki X1. I don't know if many people have heard of them. Didn't sit down for very long. Then I had a CT125, then I went up to a CB250.
Is that Super Dream?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like that bike, it was right.
You should have kept that, they're worth a few quid.
I know, yeah. I was such one the other day, worth a lot of money. And then I went on to, a few years without a bike, and then I bought a Trans out. And when I first got back into it. Yeah. And then got rid of that, bought a house, so I decided to buy the house, saved enough money, and I bought a Triumph Trophy 1200, 2003 one. And that was heavy, and it was nice, lovely to ride, but then I decided I needed something a bit smaller, a bit lighter, getting a bit older. Yeah. Not exactly the tallest, so I saw these, and I just thought.
So you had the trophy, and you got rid of the trophy and got this one.
Yeah.
Right. So that's been quite recent. Then you got rid of the trophy.
Yeah. About a month ago, I sold it. Sold it for £250 more than I bought it for 6 years ago. So.
Really?
Yeah.
Why is that? Are they going up in price?
They are, I think. They're that age, aren't they, now, where they're coming sort of more collectible. And plus, it was because the Triumph Trophy 1200 is one of the few that Triumph made that was a 4-cylinder, not a 3. Oh, yes. So they added one on it. The 900 was a 3, and then they made it a 1200 and added another cylinder on. Yeah. So they're quite rare, apparently. And it was in nice British racing green, metallic racing green. It was nice.
Nice. Proper Triumph, then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very good. With the English badge on the side. It was good.
Yeah, yeah. What's your main riding? Is it just riding to work, or do you do any touring on it or anything? Or?
Yeah, I ride it to work quite often because I live in work in Exeter. But I've got mates and we try and go away touring at least once a year. Yeah. We'll meet up on a Saturday morning quite often for a ride. Go off to the Captain Jasper's down in Plymouth, have breakfast, and go back across the moors or whatever. Yeah, we go out quite often on Saturdays, and except for obviously the last 2 years we haven't been able to do it, but we go on touring once a year, so that's why this one's ideal. Brilliant.
Yeah, I must admit, touring is something I'd like to do a bit more of, but obviously it's getting away from the family and things at the moment. We've still got young kids and all that sort of thing, so it's a bit difficult, but I see you got all the boxes, ready to go. If you don't mind me asking, how much are the boxes?
It comes as part of the adventure package, which I think is about 1,008 they charge, and that comes with the centre stand and the taller screen as well. Right.
You haven't got is there a centre stand on there, is there?
Not yet, no. Oh. Or a taller screen. Yeah. Honda can't get them apparently at the minute. It's due to COVID and lack of drivers allegedly. But I've not even got a date yet for when they will be available. So
it's an absolute nightmare, isn't it?
Yeah. You do need the bigger screen with these though.
Yeah, I'm glad you said that. Yeah, I totally agree, because it's just too short, isn't it?
Yeah.
You know, it's a styling exercise rather than something practical that they've done there.
I'm not tall, and it's, you know, I get buffeted by it, so anyone 5'10", 6 foot are going to have a real problem.
Yeah.
With that screen.
Yeah. Part of the touring pack are the boxes. What litrage are they?
I think the top box is 45 litres. I'm not sure about the panniers, but the one on the right by the exhaust is slightly smaller.
Yeah, that's normal, isn't it? Yeah.
Don't make a lot of difference, to be honest, inside.
No, they're quite good quality as well, aren't they? They're nicely finished.
Yeah, I don't know how waterproof they'll be. Probably have to buy a bag inside, I would have thought.
Good question.
But,
yeah.
But they look alright. They work well. They're very good with the one key, the right off ignition, and everything.
Yeah, and they're not too obtrusive, are they, on the side?
Past handlebars, they're within the handlebars. So.
Is that something you leave on all the time? Is it? Or?
No, I'll put them on occasionally, and then especially when I go away touring, that's what they're mainly for.
Yeah.
You know, and if I got to pick something up or whatever, I'll put them on. Sometimes I'll take it to work if I need my bag, but I like taking them off.
Yeah.
Just to ride around.
It's easier.
Yeah, filtering and that is better. You don't really notice the weight, to be honest. I've never noticed the weight with it.
No, but I guess they don't weigh too much anyway, do they?
They don't rattle either.
No.
You know, on my old trophy, they used to rattle like anything.
Do they?
Yeah, even though they're meant to be with it, they're proper ones for it. It's still rattled, but these fit really well. They're really good.
And when you say touring, whereabouts are you going? Is it abroad or UK?
Yeah, we went to France year before last. I didn't go, but I was going to go, and then something happened. I couldn't make it, so I didn't go. We went boating the year before, and we were supposed to go in Belgium last year.
Yeah. Sorry, what did you say to the first place?
First time we went France, and then we went boating in between.
Yeah.
And then we've supposed to go in Belgium last year, but obviously with COVID and that we couldn't go. So.
Yeah. How many of you go?
About 5 or 6 of us.
Yeah.
Go up. They've all got 1200s and 1300s and that, which I had before.
Yeah.
But I think this will keep up with them, no problem.
Yeah. I was going to say, how much of a step is it going from the trophy down to this? I mean, are there any minuses from going from the trophy down to this, or?
Not apart from having to work the gears a bit more. You know, I said before, and probably, you know, like I said, the screen. Yeah. You know, is apart from that, I would say no, really.
Yeah.
You know, it's so much better with it being light. I mean, it's 3 stone lighter than the trophy was.
Is it?
Yeah.
With the fuel being under the seat, how do you get on with that? Because some people say you can't straddle things over it. It's a bit of a pain for touring, but how do you get on with it?
Well, you know, you've got your touring thing at the front. You've got your box at the front with we call it the front, don't they?
The front, yeah.
You've got that at the front, so you know, less light you can need tie stuff up the back. If you buy the luggage, there's plenty of storage in there. And yeah, it can be a problem. You put a tank bag on instead, wouldn't you? Where you're not going to have to get fuel, which you have to do with if you've got a tank, you use a tank bag.
Yeah.
You've got to take off to get the fuel anyway, so I don't suppose it makes a lot of difference.
No,
really.
It's true. Yeah, that is a good point actually. Because the older model, my 2017, has got a proper tank bag tags in it. But
yeah, they don't go over that on this.
I don't know why they've done that.
That's a bit of a backward step, I think.
Yeah, I think you're right there. Yeah. So overall, as a touring bike, for me personally, I'd say the NC is way above its station. The main reason I say that really is because on the motorway it's so relaxed, isn't it?
Yeah.
It goes into 6th gear, and was it about 3,000 RPM, 70?
Yeah, to be fair, I find it that you don't really want to get into 6 until you get up to around about 70.
Yeah.
Yeah, which feels a little bit laggy if you tend to go into 70 before that.
Yeah.
So yeah, you don't need to go into 60 until 70. So you can go anything below 70, you can do it in 5th gear.
Yes.
So it's very good. Yeah, and you've got plenty of acceleration then as well in 5th.
And the question everybody's wondering is how come you went for the manual version as opposed to the DCT?
Oh, I was thinking about the DCT. They didn't have one in to try in Bridge. And I just thought really that another 900 and something odd pound extra on top was a bit much.
It is a lot of money actually, isn't it? Yeah. I mean, my argument is that it always seems to suit the NC because all the power is down low. Yeah. It is quite good to have it go up through the gears on its own, but obviously the manual works as well because you're happy with it, aren't you? So.
Yeah, well, the gearbox is very smooth. It's much better than on the trophy. Yeah, that was a bit clunky. Yeah. And I find it very good. And yeah, the thing is with the DCT, I mean, some people say that it changes down in the middle of a corner.
Yeah, I've heard people say. You're right in what you're saying. I've never once had that. No, I don't think I have. I think I've gone round a corner and come out the other side, and then it's changed. But I've never had one go down midway. And even if it did, I don't feel like it's going to chop out because it's so quick, it's so instant and instantaneous. Yeah. So yeah, it's not something I've found. A lot of people say that the NCs are boring as well, but I don't find that either. Do you?
No, not at all. No, it's because it's so light. I mean, although it's only 58 brake horsepower, it picks up really quick, and because they lower geared the bottom 3 gears anyway.
Yes.
It does pull. I mean, it'll pull as quick as my trophy did. Just means I've got to right the gears a bit more.
Right.
You know, whereas before I could just sit in one gear with a trophy and it would pull.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Because I, as far as I'm concerned, they are still pretty quick bikes, and certainly this new 2021 model, I think it's so much quicker than my 2017 or even the 2019.
Yeah, but they're good, aren't they? Because they're very they're versatile. When you can go touring with them, you can just take the top box off and just throw your leg over it and ride in the town or ride to work on it.
Yeah, and having that frunk as well, once you've had one of those, it's hard to buy another bike without one.
Just take your basics. I mean, I always keep my wet weather gear in there.
Yeah.
You know, because you would have an all-in-one in case it rains, and I'll just put it in there.
And when you go abroad, you'll be able to put your passports in there and all that sort of thing as well. Lock it away. Mind you don't lock your keys in there. I don't know if you've seen that video.
Oh, I suppose you could do that, couldn't you? Just push it down, doesn't it?
Very easy to
do. About that.
Yeah. When you turn up somewhere, it's quite easy to sort of put your lid down, your helmet down, and you open it up and then just think, oh, I'll just put them in there quickly. When there's so many other things going on, you're taking your gear off, like it's quite easy just to go, oops,
I always leave it in there. I don't take it out for there, luckily.
No, well, that's the way to do it, yeah, definitely. Lighting, how do you get on with that? The lights are good?
Very good, LEDs. I took it out last night in the dark for the first time, and I was surprised how good the high beam was, because it's so low on the front. I thought it would, not shine very fine distance, but it shines as far as you can see.
They're fantastic,
really
aren't they? Yeah, they're the same on the older model as well. Yeah, mine's really good. Mirrors and the seat and things. The seat's pretty good now.
Yeah, the mirrors, I think I could have been a little bit wider. My shoulders are in the way a little bit with them and that, but yeah, it's getting used to it, I suppose. And the seat, it's comfy.
Yeah.
Yeah, a couple hours I rode on it the other day. Got a little bit of a numb bum. It might have been my first time on it. Maybe just I'm getting used to it.
Yeah. And a couple hours is fair enough, isn't it? Sat on the saddle.
Yeah. Most time you stop after a couple of hours, even on a long ride, fuel or coffee or whatever. So.
Because the older version of the bike, the seat was awful. It needed to be changed. So, did you ever ride the old version? Or?
Yeah, I took one out at Bridge. I find it very hard. It looks, compared to that, definitely softer.
Yeah.
It was like you almost tap it and get a sort of knockout of it. It was that hard.
Yeah. Yeah, a friend of mine actually, he's got an NC, and he took my BMW out, and he got back on his NC, and he said, "Cool, if you put a plank of wood in there, because it was so hard." Yeah, but this one here is so much better now.
It's a lot better,
it's how it should have been in the first place, to be honest with you.
Yeah, because they've angled it not so far forward as well, haven't they? Because apparently on the first one it angles forward and forces you forward. A lot of people were saying.
Yeah, it pushes you down towards the tank.
Yeah,
it just pull on you.
Because when I looked at this, I was going to buy. I only looked at the old one first. I had the blue one. The older version. I was thinking about it, and they still got new one out the front. I'm thinking, should I buy a new one? And I went out and looked at it, and I liked it. And, it was, I say, the benefits of it being a bit lower for me, being short, and said the LED lights and the seat was better.
Yeah.
I decided that I'd go for the new one.
Yeah. One of my questions for you: did you have like a short list before you bought the NC of what you wanted, or was it just literally you just fell for the NC?
Because originally I was going to get the Kawasaki Z1000SX. But
nice bike, that's a good choice. Yeah,
a little bit higher seat. Again, the fuel tank's high up on it, so the weight was higher up as well. Though it's not a heavy bike. That was the only one I was going to get, really. That was the only thing on my shortlist. And then I saw this one, and I read up on it, and I thought it seemed to suit me a bit more.
Yeah.
Lower, lighter, and I could still do the touring with it as well, so it was ideal.
Yeah. So your mate's getting a Goldwing, is he?
Yeah. John's getting a Honda Goldwing. Picks up on Saturday, brand new.
Right.
£25,000, I believe.
Oh, it's a snip, isn't it?
Yeah. He must be richer than me, that's for sure.
Yeah, no, fair play to him though. Have you ever ridden one or?
No. I'd say I'm downside, too big and heavy. But no, they're supposed to carry the weight quite low down, aren't they? So
they do. I mean, I don't know if I've put the video up yet of the Goldwing that I rode, but they do ride really nicely. But they are a proper touring bike. Yeah. Taking it around town, I wouldn't. It's not.
He's got family in Bolton, and his wife wanted something more comfortable to sit on the back of. So he's always like the Goldwings. He's a member of the Honda Goldwing Club, though he didn't have one, but now he has. So he's happy.
Yeah, I might have to get together with him sometime, and then
good,
yeah. Sure. Yeah. So another question I got for you actually is there anything that you don't like about the bike that you'd like to change or?
Screen.
Yeah.
Too low.
Which is being sorted, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
It's strange that they sell the adventure pack. And you've got some of it, but you haven't got all of it.
Yeah, just they're claiming it's because of coronavirus. They can't get the lorry drivers to get it down. But then again, I've not got a date yet when it's going to be available. So I think it's probably a little bit more than that, to be honest.
Yeah, that's the worst bit about it. If you had a date, you got something to aim for, haven't you?
But it's 8 weeks away. At least I'm getting my bits for them. But I mean, I just don't know when I'm going to get them.
No, that's it. Yeah. How's the span and the reach for the clutch and things like that? Is that all right?
Yeah, the brake's good because it's got adjustable. but the clutch it's not adjustable, and it is a little bit far to reach the indicator because I've got small hands.
Yeah, it's quite far. Is that not adjustable then?
No.
Oh right,
no,
that is a long way out, isn't it?
Yeah. It seems to be further out than the brake one actually to start with, because that's straight and that curls there.
Yeah, I'll have to get some shots of that in a minute. Yeah.
I haven't dropped it, so.
No. That's. And what about the cruise control? Does that bug you that it doesn't have cruise control? Or?
Not really. I've got cruise control in my car and I don't use it.
Yeah.
To be fair, on a bike, do you really want to use cruise control?
I would.
Yeah, you would.
Yeah. For me, it was always something that would be nice to have on my NC, and I thought, well, when they bring out the 2021, it'll probably have it as an option, but it hasn't. So, but yeah, I mean, everybody's different, aren't they?
Yeah, but I think it's down to price, isn't it? It's really a budget sort of thing, isn't it? I mean, it would push the price up by probably another £1,000 if they put cruise control on it.
Yeah,
so.
I mean, I kind of would like it as an option, really. Yeah, I mean, if I was you and I bought the bike, I probably would go for it. If it's 350 quid or 400, then I probably would go for it. I mean, a lot of people, like you say, it is a budget bike, and we want to keep it a budget bike, don't we, as the consumers? But yeah, I'd certainly like the cruise control. A lot of people are saying about having dual discs on the front, which doesn't bother me at all. You had any problems?
Doesn't need it. It stops really well.
Exactly. It's more than adequate, isn't it?
This time it wasn't winter time. I know it's getting towards winter now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to want that screen and the heated grips.
Yeah, and even like if you got the screen and you put a deflector on it, it's just not enough, is it?
No.
It needs to be high, really.
Yeah. And you always get a deflector then as well if it's still a bit of an issue. I don't
Yeah.
know if it'll make a difference on the whip, because I get it on my shoulders a lot as well.
Right.
The wind.
Yeah, well, I've got the Puig touring screen on my NC, and it tends to deflect all the way around. Actually, it does do quite a good job, and it's just literally on the top of my helmet, really, which I get it. But even then, it's you can live with it. It's so much better than that.
Yeah.
It really is.
Yeah, it's not very good at all, is it? Really?
No. You would have thought that by now that they would, do something to make it bigger, wouldn't you? But
yeah, but they can sell aftermarket parts, can't they?
Yeah.
When they can get them.
Yeah, well, that's the problem, isn't it? Yeah, well, good luck with that anyway, because it must be frustrating.
Yeah.
When you've got a new bike and it's just... And you do a lot of motorway miles, don't you?
Yeah, that's right, yeah, up to work. You feel it then.
Yeah.
And you can probably see it on the video coming across the viaduct earlier.
Oh, yeah.
It was windy there.
Yeah, we were both leaning into the wind, weren't we?
That's right.
Yeah. Paul, thank you so much for your time.
No problem.
And I really much appreciate it. And it's great to get a second opinion on the bike and, an owner's review, basically. So thank you for your time, mate.
All right, brilliant.
Much appreciated.
Okay.
Thanks, guys. So that's Paul there with his NC750X. Thank you very much for watching that, and I'll catch you next Monday at 4 PM. Good man. Thanks up, Paul.
I was really kind of Paul to let me have some of his time and do that quick little chat about his bike. Jolly lovely chap. So thank you very much for that. Right, so yeah, as I say, I guess I will see you all next week. Have a good week, whatever you're up to. Thanks to Paul. Cheerio.